Hi everyone, it's Jennifer, and this is a really quick video. I just wanted to show you one of my other favorite crafty things. It's part of this series that I'm doing on my blog. This one is just one particular product. I didn't have a chance to stick it into the other videos, so it's got its own. It's the embossing diffusers. This is a product from Sizzix and Tim Holtz, and it's fantastic. It's a great way to get more out of all the embossing folders that you may have. Now these work with all the different die cut machines. I'm going to show you on the big shot, but it works with all the different machines. There are actually 3 in the package. Here are 2 of them, and they change how your embossing folder works. I just wanted to give you a scale of how this works. They're a little bit larger than a normal size card, and this is, by the way, is a poinsettia I made with a memory box die. And basically what these are is a piece that you use in place of one of your cutting plates when you do your embossing. It's very easy, so I'll show you how. This is an embossing folder from Cuttlebug. It's just a new design that I like, and I'm just putting my paper in as I normally would to do an embossing folder. And I have my plates ready to go as they normally would be when I do an embossing folder. And you can use these on your Vagabond or your Cuttlebug too. So you put down one cutting plate, then you take the embossing diffuser. Instead of putting the other cutting plate on top like you normally do, you're going to put the embossing diffuser in its place. So what I like to do is hold it in place. I usually put a little bit of tape to hold it there so it doesn't shift when going through. I skip that step here, but I just take it and I center it up, and I'm not using that other piece over the inset, which you see over there on the left. I'm leaving that out. I'm putting the cutting plate on top of it, so there's only one cutting plate here. You're skipping one of the cutting plates. The diffuser replaces one of them, and you'll see it didn't put pressure in that center oval because it's open, and there you go, you have a flat area in the center. So you end up with some of the area embossed and some unembossed, which is fantastic for stamping. You can stamp something in the center there. Now you can use the reverse too. You can use the inset and leave the frame out. So I'm just using the inset in place of one of the cutting pads. I've still got one cutting pad on top, and when you take it out, you end up with embossing just in the center and flat all around. Now you could get really creative and do both. In this card here, I first ran it through with the frame of the diffuser and one embossing folder, the diamond shaped embossing folder you see there. And I ran it through leaving the center open. Then I ran it through another embossing folder, the dot embossing folder, with the inset in the center. And that's what gives the dots in the center. So you can actually get 2 different patterns on one card using the diffusers. There's a lot you can do with them. If you want to learn a little bit more, I suggest the online card classes called A Cut Above, which I'll link to on my blog also. The class includes all kinds of tips and techniques for die cutting and embossing folders. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please visit my blog.